Let me tell you something very important, something that most learners completely ignore, and that is where real fluency actually begins. It does not begin with grammar books, and it does not begin with memorizing thousands of words. It begins in your mind, in the way you think, in the silent conversation you are having with yourself every single moment of the day. Right now, if you are thinking in your native language and then trying to convert those thoughts into English, you are already putting a barrier between your brain and your speech. That barrier is the reason you pause, hesitate, and forget words in the middle of speaking. Your brain is doing double work. First, it creates the thought, then it translates it, and then it tries to speak it. Fluency cannot survive in that delay. What you need to understand is simple but powerful. English is not something you translate into, it is something you think in. And the moment you start building that habit, everything changes. At first, it will feel slow and unnatural. You might only manage small sentences like, I am tired, or I am going out, or I need water. But that is exactly where transformation begins. Because you are training your brain to stop relying on translation and start building direct connections. You can practice this anywhere without anyone noticing. When you wake up in the morning, instead of thinking in your native language, describe your actions in English in your mind. I am brushing my teeth. I am getting ready for the day. When you are walking, when you are eating, when you are sitting idle, keep talking to yourself in simple English sentences. It may feel basic, even childish at first, but that is how every advanced skill starts. Over time, something incredible happens. Your brain begins to recognize patterns. It stops searching for translation and starts producing English naturally. Words begin to come faster. Sentences begin to form automatically. You stop thinking about grammar rules because your brain has already learned structure through repetition. And one day, you will notice something surprising. You are no longer translating at all. You are just thinking, and English is coming out naturally. That is the moment where fluency is born. Not from effort in the moment, but from training done silently every single day before that moment arrived. Because fluency is not speaking English perfectly, it is thinking in English effortlessly. And here is something that most people never accept, because it challenges their fear directly. You will never feel fully ready to speak English. That ready moment you are waiting for is an illusion. It does not exist. And the sooner you understand this, the sooner you unlock real fluency. Think about it. How did you learn your native language? You did not wait for grammar rules. You did not wait to become perfect. You spoke with broken sentences, wrong words, unclear pronunciation, and yet you kept going. Nobody stopped you. Nobody asked you to be flawless. And that is exactly why you became fluent in it. But when it comes to English, something changes inside us. We start fearing mistakes. We start overthinking every sentence. We pause, we correct ourselves mentally, and sometimes we don't even speak at all because we are afraid of sounding wrong. And in that silence, fluency dies. The truth is simple. Fluency is built in motion, not in preparation. Your brain does not learn by waiting. It learns by doing. Every time you open your mouth and speak, even if it is wrong, your brain is collecting data. It is learning how to adjust, how to improve, how to respond faster next time. But when you stay silent, your brain has nothing to work with. So speak before you feel ready. Speak when your grammar is imperfect. Speak when your vocabulary feels limited. Speak even when your confidence is low. Because confidence is not the starting point, it is the result of repetition. It grows after action, not before it. And here is the powerful shift you need to make. Stop seeing mistakes as failure. Start seeing them as progress. Every wrong sentence is a step closer to correct expression. Every awkward pause is your brain learning speed. Every error is evidence that you are actively training your mind. There will be moments when you struggle to find words, when your sentences break, when you feel uncomfortable. But that discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that your brain is stretching beyond its current limits. If you keep waiting to feel ready, you will stay where you are. But if you start speaking now, exactly as you are, your fluency will begin to grow in real time. Because readiness is not something you wait for, it is something you create by speaking anyway. Now let me shift your attention to something very practical, something that can change the speed of your fluency almost immediately. Most learners struggle not because they don't know English words, but because they are trying to build sentences from scratch every single time they speak. Imagine doing that in real conversation, where every second matters. Your brain freezes not because you lack knowledge, but because you are constructing everything word by word under pressure. That is why fluent speakers never really build sentences in real time. They use ready-made patterns, what I call chunks of language. Think of these as complete building blocks that you can pick up and use instantly, without thinking about grammar or structure in the moment. For example, instead of thinking about how to politely ask for something, your brain should already have the pattern, "Can you please?" stored and ready. Instead of figuring out how to express desire, you already have "I would like to" available. Instead of constructing explanations from zero, you can start with, "The main reason is." When you train your brain this way, something powerful happens. You stop translating, you stop constructing, you start retrieving. And retrieval is fast, it is automatic. It is how fluent speech actually works. First, you should focus on learning these chunks as complete units, not as separate words. Do not break them apart. Do not analyze them too much. Just repeat them, use them, and attach them to real-life situations. For example, when you want something in a shop, your brain should not search for words individually. It should directly bring out, "I would like to buy this." When you are explaining something, it should naturally pull, "The main reason is," without hesitation. And the more you use these patterns, the more your brain starts connecting them to your thoughts. Slowly, you will notice that your sentences are no longer being built. They are being triggered automatically. This is exactly how children become fluent, not by studying rules first, but by absorbing patterns through repetition and use. Your brain is no different. It learns through exposure and repetition, not analysis in the moment of speaking. So instead of collecting thousands of isolated words, start collecting usable sentence chunks. Because fluency is not about how many words you know, it is about how quickly your brain can assemble meaning without stopping. And when your sentences start coming as complete thoughts instead of broken pieces, that is when your speech begins to flow naturally without effort. Let me show you something that sounds extremely simple, but has the power to transform your entire speaking ability. Most people believe they need long study sessions, heavy courses, or hours of practice to become fluent. But fluency does not respond to intensity. It responds to consistency. And even 5 focused minutes every day can do more for your English than hours of passive learning. The real issue is not that people don't practice. It is that they practice irregularly, and their brain never gets a stable rhythm to build from. Your brain learns like a muscle. If you train it once in a while, it forgets. But if you train it daily, even for a short time, it starts building speed, memory, and automatic response. That is why this simple 5-minute speaking drill is so powerful. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a partner. You just need your voice and your thoughts. Start speaking out loud about anything around you. Talk about your day, your plans, your feelings, or even what you are doing at that exact moment. For example, you might say, "I am sitting here and thinking about my day." Or, "Tomorrow I will try to improve my English speaking." At first, it may feel uncomfortable. Your sentences might be broken. You might pause a lot. That is completely fine. Because the goal is not perfection, the goal is connection. You are building a bridge between your thoughts and your speech. And here is what happens when you do this daily. Your brain begins to recognize speaking as a normal activity, not a stressful one. The hesitation starts reducing. Words start coming faster. Your mind stops over-analyzing and starts responding naturally. It is like warming up a language engine every day, so it starts running smoothly without resistance. Even more powerful is the confidence it builds. When you hear yourself speaking every day, even if it is imperfect, your fear slowly loses control. You stop feeling like English is something difficult or distant. It becomes familiar. And familiarity is the foundation of fluency. The key is not how long you speak, but how regularly you show up. 5 minutes every single day creates a stronger impact than 1 hour once a week. Because repetition is what trains your brain to respond without thinking. So instead of waiting for the perfect environment or the perfect mood, create your practice in the simplest way possible. Speak, repeat, and continue without pressure. Because fluency is not built in long hours. It is built in small daily moments that never break. There is a moment in every language learner's journey when they realize something very important. You don't just learn how to speak by studying. You learn by listening in the right way. And one of the most powerful methods to train your brain for natural fluency is something called shadowing. Now, let me make this very simple for you. Shadowing is not just listening to English. It is listening and repeating at the same time or immediately after the speaker as closely as possible. You are not just hearing the language. You are stepping inside it, copying its rhythm, its sound, its emotion, and its flow. When you listen to native speakers through YouTube, podcasts, or conversations, you are exposing your brain to how English is naturally spoken in real life. Not the slow textbook version, but the real version. And when you repeat it instantly, your brain starts adjusting itself to match that natural pattern. At first, you might feel like you cannot keep up. The speaker may sound too fast, you may miss words, you may stumble while repeating. That is completely normal. Because in the beginning, you are not training your mouth. You are training your brain to accept a new rhythm. The real transformation happens when you stop focusing only on meaning and start focusing on flow. You begin to notice how sentences rise and fall, how words connect, how pauses are used naturally. And slowly, your brain starts absorbing this structure without you even realizing it. This is why shadowing is so powerful. It doesn't just teach you English. It rewires your internal sense of English. Your pronunciation starts improving without memorizing rules. Your sentence formation becomes smoother without consciously thinking about grammar. Your speaking starts sounding more natural because you are borrowing the patterns of fluent speakers. And the most interesting part is this. Your brain begins to store these patterns. So later, when you speak on your own, you will notice those same rhythms coming out naturally. It will feel like the sentences are already inside you, waiting to be spoken. Do not worry about being perfect while shadowing. You are not performing. You are training. Even if you only catch a few words at first, it is still working. Because every repetition is teaching your brain how fluent English actually sounds in real time. If you stay consistent with this practice, your ears, your tongue, and your thoughts slowly synchronize. And that is when something powerful happens. You stop translating English and you start flowing with it. Now let me say something that can completely change the way you look at your mistakes. Most people think mistakes are the opposite of learning. They feel embarrassed, discouraged, or even stop speaking because of them. But in reality, mistakes are not the enemy of fluency. They are the actual process of fluency being built inside you. Think about it deeply. Every time you make a mistake while speaking English, your brain is not failing. It is working. It is testing a new pattern, comparing it with the correct one, and adjusting itself. That moment of error is not a step backward. It is your brain actively rewiring itself for better performance. The problem is not mistakes. The problem is your reaction to them. If you stop speaking because you are afraid of being wrong, you stop your brain from learning. But if you continue speaking despite being wrong, you give your brain the exact material it needs to improve. Fluency is not a straight line. It is messy. It is full of broken sentences, missing words, awkward pauses, and repeated corrections. And every fluent speaker you admire today has gone through that exact stage. The only difference is they did not quit in that phase. You have to start seeing mistakes differently. A wrong sentence is not a failure, it is feedback. A mispronounced word is not a weakness, it is a signal. A paused conversation is not a defeat, it is your brain searching for a better path. Once you shift this mindset, everything changes. Because the moment you stop fearing mistakes, you start speaking more freely. And when you speak more freely, you get more practice. And when you get more practice, your brain accelerates its learning. This cycle is what creates real fluency. There will be times when you say something incorrectly and immediately realize it. Instead of stopping, correct it and continue. That simple action teaches your brain resilience. It teaches your mind that communication is more important than perfection. And slowly, something powerful begins to happen. The mistakes become fewer, not because you avoided them, but because you went through them. Your brain starts recognizing patterns faster. Your speech becomes smoother without you forcing it. So never wait for a mistake-free version of yourself before speaking. That version will never arrive. The real version of fluency is built inside the mistakes, not outside them. Because every mistake you make while speaking is not a setback, it is proof that you are already on the path to fluency.